Oh, it's gonna be Glue This Mug.
A great show tonight. We're gonna have a good one.
No, that's the wrong sketch.
Sorry,
that's another mug-based sketch I was involved in. It's Glue This Mug. Guys, I like mugs.
Hey, Conan here with Andy. Another edition of Behind the Nonsense, where we look at some of the sketches that seem to come to mind after all these years. This next sketch we're going to talk about was written by our own Dan Cronin. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Cones.
And also by Andre Dubuchet.
That's right.
You two wrote this sketch. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just remembering. This is an example of a sketch that the beauty is how far it goes. Yes. I think that's probably fair to say.
Like, absolutely.
There's not long enough, perfect length, way too long, way too long, and then there's just going for it in a way that starts to redeem itself and become kind of magical. This
is the type of sketch at rehearsal where Andy, who can sometimes very quickly just go, nah, and that kills it. This is one of those sketches. This is one of those sketches where...
Gotta do my job.
Yeah, but this is one of those sketches where Andy goes to you. He looks to you and he goes, we gotta do it.
Yeah. And so, quick note, this features the performing talents of one of the greats of all time, Brian Stack. Yeah. Brian Stack was just a mainstay on the old Late Night show. He was with us for a long time with the Tonight Show, not a long time at the Tonight Show. He was with us at the Tonight Show, and then he was with us a long time at TBS. And then he and his family moved back to New York, and he's working with Stephen Colbert, where he's quite happy. Brilliant writer. But I just wanted to get that shout out to Brian Stack, who has always did such amazing work with us. Let's take a look at the sketch, and then we'll discuss. I noticed that the Eisenhower mug that's been on my desk for 22 years just got broken somehow, and so I'd like to get it fixed. Can someone glue this? Can I just take a second? Can someone glue this mug handle?
Oh, yeah, sure thing, Mr. O'Brien.
Okay, all right, there you go. It's
Larry.
Larry,
yeah.
That's right, Larry, yeah. Okay, do you mind gluing that for me?
Sure.
All right, thanks a lot. I just appreciate it. Thank you very much, Larry. That's his name. Is it Larry? It's Larry.
That's Larry.
Larry, okay, I didn't really... okay, let's get to business. There's this viral video going around that everyone's been talking about. Okay, well, anyway, this viral video is going around that I wanted to show you guys because it's really... Larry! Larry, can you come out here?
Yeah, Mr. O'Brien.
Okay, what are you doing back there?
Well, I'm just gluing your mug back together like you asked.
Well, that's cool, but you're making a lot of noise. It's very noisy.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I can make less noise if you want it less glued.
No. Okay, just do what you gotta do, but could you hurry it up if you can? All right?
You got it, Mr. O'Brien, and trust me, I know what I'm doing. That's why they hired me.
Okay.
I glue mug handles.
Okay, that seems unnecessary.
Glue mug handles.
Okay, here's what, there's this viral video. That's what I want to talk about. And,
Oh, my God!
Oh, my God!
Here's your mug, Mr. O'Brien, all glued, just like you wanted.
yeah, forget the mug. What happened to Larry?
Larry's dead.
Oh, my God!
Yeah, we told him to take his time, that safety comes first, but then Larry's exact words were, screw safety, Conan needs this mug ASAP.
He was my son's godfather.
Okay, wait a minute. How long did this guy work here?
Today was his first day.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I took a piece of
What is all this?
Mr. Richter, we just want to thank you, to you and your family, for all the beautiful flowers and, of course, the edible arrangement.
Well, you know, it's the least I could do for Larry. He's one of the greatest mug gluers the industry's ever known.
Without further ado, please welcome U.S. Secretary of Education, Helen Beaumont.
Thank you. In addition to gluing Hollywood mugs for over 30 years, Lawrence Jorgensen was a tireless advocate for musical education. Through his program, Toots for Tots, Larry donated woodwind instruments to over 400,000 students across the United States. Today, we welcome several tooting tots representing the Burbank School District playing an original composition entitled Greatest Mug Guy Ever. Please note, for most of these students, tonight is their first time picking up a musical instrument, and it's all thanks to Larry.
You know, I'm sorry, those kids are kind of old to be called tots, and I think they should practice before you let them on television.
You're right, this has gone on a little too long, Mr. O'Brien. Please enjoy this brief tribute video.
Handsome Garrett will market my Barrett from Memphis.
Land of Nordic kings and queens, he came thundering on his steed, wielding his tool of magic moves, every mug he needs. Larry, may you find your peace beyond Valhalla's gates. Within its mighty gilded halls, your eternity awaits. Lord, Odin, heed our call. Accept our brother Larry Jorgensen.
Oh yeah, there was an otter in there.
What the hell's going on? The guy just died. How did you have time to make that thing?
We're always thinking ahead, Mr.
All
O'Brien.
right, okay, we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna figure out just what the hell just happened. When we come back, Keith Urban's here. We'll see you in a second. Here comes Keith Urban. There is so much to talk about here.
Keith Urban, that's the funniest part.
The funniest part.
Keith Urban,
well,
come on.
Yeah.
The funniest part is Keith Urban had to sit
through that.
Well, I have to say that the purpose, or almost the mission statement of the show from the very beginning was, imagine people at home seeing this. This went into people's homes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they're watching it, and my mug breaks, and someone goes to help it. And then this whole thing keeps unfolding until he's a Norse god in a rock band.
Yeah. Pre-taped his own funeral.
Pre-taped his own funeral
His
video.
own
No. Somewhere, I might have it. There's footage of you at rehearsal when we
Yeah.
come right out of it, and you're dabbing your eyes, and you're just, and you're trying to say something, and Conan goes,
What? What'd you say?
That goes on so fucking long. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yep.
The fact that that was beamed into people's homes, and
Yeah.
it was supported by these big companies with all this money. I mean, I used
General
to have
Motors brought
I used
us
to
that.
have the same feeling back at NBC, which is we would take all this money that was generated by shows that were really popular, like Friends
Yeah.
and
Right down the middle. You know?
well,
Yeah.
And we would take all the money that was generated by that stuff, and they would give us some of it, and we would take it and go, thanks a lot. And then beam this stuff
Yeah.
that nobody asked for.
well, that's why, I mean, so many of us started watching you because of that. Because there were so many things that started off with mundane little things.
Yeah,
A person
yeah.
coming through, and you don't know what's going to happen.
I used to always call it, this is a sketch where I have to be Mr. Mooney, because you do need in comedy the Oliver Hardy, or the Mr. Mooney's the cranky banker in Lucille Ball's, I think, second or third TV show, and he was always like, Lucille? What are you doing, Lucille?
Yeah.
And so I would go from a silly person to, when it's called for, guys,
Yeah.
do we have to, shouldn't those children, they're not really, Shouldn't they practice their Lucia? But
Yeah.
I always thought it would be good to have a montage of you over the years just going, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah, because so many of our sketches are, I would say, 60% of our non-topical, pure silly late at night sketches are me conducting business.
Yeah.
And saying, well, anyway, we've got a great, oh, hello. Excuse me, who are you? My name's Mr. Please, I'm trying to do a show.
Yeah.
And then they would make an outrageous request, like, all I want to do is build my birdhouse. Can you help me? And I'd say, well, we've got Mary Tyler Moore coming up, but okay.
Or Keith Urban.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about Andre Dubuchet, who I've written a lot of stuff with. He doesn't love to collaborate. That's not his thing. He likes to write his own shit.
Yeah.
But when you sit down with him and you write something with him, he's the most fun, generous. It's never going to be hedged in by fear. From a writer's perspective, to do a sketch like that, you're using the meat of the entire building. You have Scott Cronics getting you those Norse outfits. That little barge that Stack was put on was actually a miniature. So they built a little, like a pool, and we pushed that and then green screened them onto that.
Yeah.
We have all the props. You have the crew guys. It was just so much fun.
No, basically money that could have put a deserving child through college.
Yes.
That's
the point of it.
Went to creating this bullshit reality.
Every one of those kids playing those recorders, that's probably $800 a kid. You know, like just right there, like that's, you know.
Okay, I didn't know that I was sitting down with the accounting department.
Well, what I want to say about a bit like that is that it represents, I think, something personal to us as the people that we are, the kind of people that we are who end up being on TV making this kind of thing, which is we're weird. And this is weird. And this is going out. And part of that going out is like knowing there's a lot of people who are going to go, what the fuck is that? Why am I watching this? What is going on here? Perhaps there's an ounce of like, you know, that's what kind of makes it fun for us and for the people that really like it. Mm-hmm. But it's us calling out to those other weirdos who know that they're different, you know, because that's like, that sketch is the definition of not for everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
no, that
but
is
it is exactly us.
That sketch is a very strange club with very odd food and really loud music.
Yeah.
Wait.
No.
So you wrote a sketch called "Fix This
No,
Mug"?
I did not. That's not true.
Oh,
that was
wow.
No.
Suddenly.
Oh, I'm sorry, that one was Where's Conan's Mug?
Yes, it was
Oh,
missing.
so there's where's Conan's mug is missing.
Yes.
There's a Fix This Mug and there's a Glue This Mug.
No.
Yes.
No, there's
yes. Welcome to the Nuremberg trial. You seem very seem very defensive,
Glue
Cronin.
This Mug and Fix This Mug are the same sketch. No further questions, Your Honor.
You can't say that as
I know, I'm a
witness.
defendant.